First big difference that we had is a quality component that we had kind of lost. We were talking earlier about the breadsticks, and in those CTX ovens that we used to have, they would brown them nice on the top and on the bottom, and then they would kind of be light baked in the middle, so they'd have a crunch on the outside but still soft. And whenever we switched ovens from the CTXs, we had an all gas oven, and what that ended up doing was browning it all the way around, so you had a crunchy breadstick. Well, the thing that turned us on to the XLTs is we were able to get the old style breadstick bake that we were used to, and what really made that product, what it was. So, picking the XLT oven really increased the quality of that product, and now we're working on, rebuilding the breadstick brand again. And then, just the general bake that we get with the pizzas is phenomenal. We get the right coloring, the right rise. Capacity, we can cook probably about 20% more in each deck than what we were previously. So, growth is in our future, and the ovens will take care of that.
And what about consistency, like in a rush? When I can remember times when, the pizzas are not, you stack the ovens up, and this from the old days, that now they're not cooking very well, and you gotta fiddle the ovens.
Heat recovery is not an issue with these ovens.
That's awesome.
So we can put 5 pizzas in there in an hour. We can put 125 in there in an hour, and they're all going to bake the same without going over there and adding 5 seconds here, adding 10 seconds on this one. It's the oven that you start with at the beginning of the day is the same oven you're ending with at the end of the day. Yeah. Another thing about the ovens is we were talking about maintenance and ovens going down and things like that. We've had very few issues with these ovens. We have them at 7 locations, 8 stacks, and each of the ovens came with a manual with lots of troubleshooting guides in there. And we found that most of the issues that we have are user error. We usually bump a gas line or something, and the oven's smart enough to say, hey, you broke something, chill. And we'll start going through the guidance, like check this, and we're like, oh, click, push, and it's back up and running. And then I think we've only called on one of those, and it was one of our older stores, and the turnaround on getting a tech out was next day, and we were back up and running.
I think best ovens we've had, 40 years in this thing, and definitely, the best ovens so somebody's innovating out there, and it's you guys. Yeah.